Hi children, last session we just saw the basics in data handling, like what is a data, what is a raw data, what is a frequency distribution table, how to draw a frequency distribution table, what is continuous data and what is discrete data. Now in this class we are just going to look at what is a bar graph and histogram, what is the difference between a bar graph and histogram, and how to draw a bar graph and histogram. So let us move on with the session now. Now bar graph, as I told, there are two types of data, continuous data and discrete data. So bar graph are all given under discrete data. When you look at the data that is given, I've just given class intervals on one side and the frequencies on the other side. Now the class intervals of bar graph is 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30. That is, I do not have an overlap here. After 10 it is 11, after 20 it is 21. So I am just going on with the next number. I don't overlap with the class interval. So for these type of data, we are only drawing bar graph. We can only draw bar graph. So now for drawing a bar graph, I am drawing my y-axis and x-axis. Now I have to write my scale under the top right corner, which is mandatory, and my frequencies are always under y-axis and my class intervals are always under x-axis. So now this is my point origin. This is 1, this is the second, third, 4, 5. That is, on the bar graph paper I could see that I'll have checked boxes, right? So one checked box I take for one class interval. The first checked box I take for 1 to 10. I leave a gap of one checked box. For the second checked box I take 11 to 20. Again I leave a gap and then I go for 21 to 30. So my class intervals I've written with 1 centimeter gap in the graph paper under x-axis. And my y-axis is normally under a scale of 5. So I just start with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So on scale of 5 as given in my frequency, I am drawing my y-axis. Now I am going to write my scale. Y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to, 1 unit is equal to, see, 1 unit is 5 centimeter difference. So 1 unit is equal to 5 centimeter. So this is what is a scale that I am going to write. Now I am going to draw my bar graph. So 1 to 10 is for 5 frequency. So 1 to 10 is for 5. Straight to 5 I draw my bar. This is my first bar. Second, 11 to 20 is 10. So 10 is over here. So straight to 10 I stop my bar for 11 to 20. Then 21 to 30 is 25. So 25 is on the top. So 25 is 21 to 30. So this is how I draw my bar graph. So first, according to my class interval, I'll just give 1 centimeter gap. The gap between the bars should be definite. That is, you should maintain the same distance between the bars. So 3 bars or 3 class interval is given. If you have 4 or 5, you will draw according to it. So I have given 1 centimeter gap between the 3 bars, and my frequency I have drawn on my y-axis and I have plotted the bar graph. Moving on with the histogram, the same data but with continuous class interval. When you look at the class interval, I have the same frequency but the class interval is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. That is, I have an overlap of 10 and 20. So this is continuous data, and for continuous data you can only draw histogram. So I am going to draw histogram now, the same x-axis and y-axis, and my class interval will be given here. So this is 0, this is 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on. Now my x-axis is given with a class interval. See here, the interval was given at a particular distance, but here I am only writing the numbers given here, 0, 10, 20, 30. Each line will have my number. Next, again frequency of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. And I have to write my scale on the right top corner, where y-axis is equal to 1 unit is equal to 5 centimeter. So 1 unit is 5 centimeter distance. So I have written that also. Now I am going to draw 0 to 10 is 5. So 0 is over here, 10 is over here. So 0 to 10 is 5. 10 to 20 is 10. 10 over here, 20 over here. So I'm just drawing continuously. I don't have any gap over here. 10 to 20 is 10. 20 to 30 is 25. So 20 over here. So 20 to 30 is 25. So this is how I draw my histogram. So when you look the bar graph and histogram, you'll be able to identify the distance. Bar graph will have gap between the bars. That is what is discrete data. They doesn't overlap here. So you have a gap between the bars. Since they overlap here, when you draw the bars, they don't have gap. They are joined together. So this is bar graph and histogram. So today's session, we just saw how to draw bar graph and histogram. We saw the differences of bar graph and histogram also, and we'll see about pie chart and probability in the upcoming sessions. To have a track on the previous topic, kindly click onto the link in the description box. Thank you.